Good afternoon, fam. Twisted Beard, GoodMoFos R5, here with you this afternoon, greeting you from a beautiful sunny day here in Las Vegas. Hope all of you are having a lovely afternoon as well. Just wanted to take a little bit of time today and do a relatively quick video on all of the different aspects that contribute to your success or failure when in combat. So as we all know, or at least as most of us all know, whenever our legions meet another legion in combat, the outcome is going to be dependent upon hit points and siege attack power and resistance and tactical might and damage and all those various combat attributes. And we'll talk about all those specifically another day and breaking them down in order of priority and looking at all that. But what I wanted to get into today was looking at the things that you can do, the aspects you can work on that are going to help you be as successful as possible in any given combat situation. And really, having a strong castle, having a castle that's combat ready is really going to boil down to, ideally, having a strong balance of all these different things. Now, while some of them are going to be more important than others, leaving any of them unattended and weak is going to be the chink in your armor, and that's going to be where you fall behind when meeting other players that are of a similarly serious nature and budget. And you want to make sure that you're doing all these things right so that you have those advantages over all the other players. So in any event, we're just going to take a look at all of those things today. I think I have identified essentially every single aspect that goes into determining your combat attributes, and we'll list them all here in no particular order. If I forget any, please do let me know in the comments later on. And with no further ado, let's jump right in. So the first one is heroes, and obviously that's going to be dependent upon to what extent you have developed the hero. So as you can see, I have Galahad fully developed. That means he's combat ready. That means he's ready to go. There are very few instances where I will use any hero where it's not totally maxed, completed, and ready to go. I'll do that with some royal exclusive heroes from time to time. But outside of that, instances are very, very rare where I'm going to use any hero before it's fully maxed. So you want to get your heroes maxed, get all skills up to level 10 as soon as possible. You're going to want to tackle that first off L1 through 5. Then you're going to want to max out level 6. Well, I guess things have changed a little bit now that we're dealing with 34 copies. So let me say that a little bit different. Max out skills 1 through 4 straight away right off the bat, then max out L6 and get that up to level 10, and then look at the skills you're working with and decide which ones are most important or least important from there. Generally speaking, the 7th skill is going to be the least important, the one you should save for last, but there are exceptions to that, like when you're dealing with a speed hero and stuff like that. That's the first one you want to develop. But generally speaking, do 1 through 4 right off the get, then do 6. Then it's either going to be 5 or 8 depending on the situation, and then finally 7 is going to be last. So get those developed straight away. So heroes certainly going to be one factor, and the extent to which you have developed your heroes. The kind of subcategory of heroes is going to be hero skin. So obviously any time that you have a hero skin, that's going to be better than no skin at all. That's going to give you improved skills. That's going to give you improved resistance, HP, everything else. So you want to get those skins when you can, and then you want to develop those skins fully when you can too. You don't want to just get the skin and then apply it and then not develop it all the way. So you want to make sure that you are developing your skins fully too as soon as you get them for your key heroes. So number 1 factor is hero and hero skin. So we've just looked at that. Number 2 is going to be our tech. and our overall tech development and which techs we've chosen to develop. Some, frankly, are more useful than others, and developing your tech in the right order is going to be helpful for you. We'll take a closer look at that in another video, but tech generally is one of those aspects that's going to have a major contributing factor to your overall combat prowess. And then the subcategory of tech, and way too many players overlook this or don't take it seriously enough, and it is a serious Achilles heel if you don't tend to this one properly. So it's absolutely crucial to make sure that you are getting your lofty warrior technology specialization up as high as possible, as fast as possible. That means doing your lofty resets often, doing them as often as you can. As far as this goes, and again, each one of these different aspects is a full video for another day, but you're going to want to, thinking long term, get up to L165 for your lofty tech specialization as soon as you can. Get to lofty L165, and we'll break that down. Why another day? Well, we'll do it real quick. You want to be able to fill out all 4 directions and all the skills in the top right. Each direction that you can fill out entirely gives you a huge advantage, and then these top skills are absolutely crucial. You need to have all 5 of those maxed. When you add all that up, it's 165. So you need to get to L165 as soon as you can here. So tech and lofty specialization within tech are major contributing factors. Another very important factor, I would say one of the big 3, along with probably, one of the big 3, Dragon. So Dragon is multi-component in terms of everything that you're looking at. So first you want to get the Dragon leveled up all the way to 150. You want to take your skill, which is essentially your Dragon's combat skill, all the way up to level 55. As of X23, that is the max. I'm sure they're going to increase that in the future, and you are going to want to increase that in the future as that level increases and allows us to go further. After that, you have your Evolve, or aka Blood Awakening, or aka Baby Dragon, and you want to be sure that you are tending very seriously to your Baby Dragon and progressing here as fast and furious as you can. I am almost ready to unlock my T5 Dragon, so I'm super excited about that. I've been focusing on the Baby Dragon quite heavily. So your Baby Dragon, and then your star talents, and they come in the different trees. You want to be maxing out these trees and working on these trees as hard as you can as well, and we'll talk about Dragon specifically another day. And then the final component to Dragon as it relates to combat is going to be your Dragon Gems. I'm at a total of 237. I put a lot of focus on my Dragon and all things Dragon, including the Dragon Gems. I recommend you do the same. Crucial component to your overall combat prowess. So those are the aspects that are going to make up your Dragon. Next, we have Dragon Master Gear. Actually, we'll look at it here. Depot. So your Dragon Master Gear give you very serious bonuses, and like I was stating in our Dragon Master video, no Legion without Dragon Master Gear is combat ready, unless you were on the newest of new maps. So you're going to get your Dragon Master Gear completed as soon as possible, and then begin leveling that up in accordance with the other video that I made on Dragon Master Gear, specifically increments of 5 and whatnot. You're going to want to make 5 sets. So these are my 5 sets for my 5 legions. You can see my top Dragon Master Gear set is all 15 plus. So Dragon Master Gear is an aspect a very serious aspect to your overall combat capability. Another very important aspect to your overall combat prowess is going to be your hero equipment. That is a relatively new feature. You're going to want to get gold level hero equipment on all your heroes as soon as possible, and then you are going to want to begin leveling up that equipment as soon as possible. So you can see here, Harold has the 1-star level gold hero equipment here. Some people I know are choosing to kind of focus on one set and getting that up to 3, 4, 5 levels. I'm taking a more broad approach, so I did hero equipment for all 15 of my heroes that are actively in combat. Pardon the truck going by, I'm sitting out back. And the hummingbirds, you probably enjoy hearing them. But anyways, so I did all 15 sets of hero equipment, and then the heroes that are the main damage heroes in each legion, I upgraded their sets to level 1. And now I'm focusing on my main legion right now, and I'm going to take all 3 heroes there to level 1, and then I'm just going to keep kind of going from there on that way. So, but anyways, hero equipment, major component to your combat prowess. Another relatively new one is artifact, your 2 artifacts, your sword one and your shield one here, and making sure that we're progressing on both of these, both the center skills that require the 1 resource, and then the side skills that require the purple crystal other one. You want to be making sure that you're moving forward on both of these. Artifacts are a very important aspect to your combat prowess now. Not quite as heavy as Dragon yet, but you know, a very serious addition, a very serious boost, and not something you should be ignoring. So definitely look at your artifacts and be working on those. Next one is going to be unit specialization. So you know these 3 buildings right here, and your unit specialty for each one of them. So again, very, very important. You get a ton of different combat skills within each one of these trees, and then when you unlock each column, you're going to get a free powerful skill down there on the bottom as well. They come for footmen, archer, and cavalry. You're going to get chests to move forward on those every day as you unlock your daily tasks, and then there's lots of other ways to get them too. But unit specialization, very, very important. Don't let that one get lost in transit. Next one is buildings. So a lot of the buildings themselves, like the Cavalry War Room, for example, are going to give you a direct combat boost. So in this case, Cavalry Resistance plus 34%, Cavalry Might plus 34%. Those are serious numbers. There's buildings for all 3 unit types that do the same, and there's other buildings that give you a direct combat boost as well. You're going to want to make sure that your combat speed here, for example, on the enhancement camps. So you're going to want to be making sure that you level up those buildings up to level 30 just as fast as you can. All mine are at level 30. I made that a priority. I did that right away. Next one is going to be class. And if you are a raider, or if you are a merchant, a duchess, a trader, anything but the architect, you are going to get some combat buffs on some of your skills. So, me, I'm a trader. Where are those? Apparently something happened with mine. I need to look at this again. But if you look at the top row here, you can see where my combat buffs are for being a trader. In battle, enemy resistance minus 5%, enemy might minus 5%, all that up on the top row. So you can see all of that. And Raider is going to have even bigger buffs. So another aspect is going to be class, and make sure that you're doing your province quests regularly so that you can move forward with your class and be getting all of those skills along with all the other benefits that it brings. After class, another one, it's just not as major as the others, but it is something, is going to be your VIP shop, and as you can see at certain levels, you can activate certain buffs to footman might, archer might, cavalry might, footman resistance, archer resistance, cavalry resistance, HP. So as you progress in the VIP shop, you will unlock these privileges that are going to give you extra combat buffs as well. So VIP shop is another one, a little bit smaller one, but it is definitely mention worthy. Another one is going to be your Reign of Chaos specialization, your Eden specialization, going into the red tree, looking at a lot of these skills. So damage taken in battle minus 1%. To 5%. All these skills over here are going to have benefit outside of Eden. So whether it's a KE or Battlefield of Honor or, whatever the case may be, inside or outside of Eden, everything on the left side over here is going to actively affect your combat, and everything over here on the right side is also going to actively affect your combat as well. So I'm on green and blue specs right now because it's the end of the season and we won and things are calming down, and I'm maximizing my honor points so that I can move all these skills forward. But once the season ends, I will switch back to red, and I will go down to the right and down to the left and fill out there to give myself some very nice combat buffs here as well that will last me all the way until next season, all the way until my next reset. So Reign of Chaos specialization, Eden specialization is another one, is a big one. Next one is going to be troop type. So, oops. So as you know, T2 is going to be stronger than T1, T3 is going to be stronger than T2, T4 is going to be stronger than T3, all the way on up, with S troops at the very top being the strongest. And then each one of those levels, the troops can be enhanced, and enhanced troops are going to fight exponentially better than non-enhanced troops. So just for the sake of the argument, right now we'll look at the T10 enhanced footies. And you can see attack 89.44, defense 89.76. There's other stats too, but we'll just look at those two. So 89 and change for enhanced, not enhanced, 79 and 80. So big difference right there, about 10% on each, or 10 points on each statistic, which is over 10% difference. So obviously an enhanced T10 is going to be much better than a not enhanced T10, and that's all gonna come into the equation in combat situations when legions are meeting. What troops are you using? So troop type is going to have an impact. Next one, and I just noticed we have a small error with ours. Somebody, I don't know, little mix up, but I'll get it straightened out very soon, but I'm going to show you anyways, even though I need to correct ours. It's a small thing, but again, small things add up, and that is representation. And you go over to the Siege Master, all 5 Siege Master representation, people representing should be choosing increase HP for all troops. So one of these people accidentally chose troop might. I will get that corrected, and then it's going to be increase HP for all troops across the board. So make sure that your alliance is handling this. You have people up there choosing the right skills and choosing increase HP for everybody. So it's a small thing, but it's a thing. There it is. And then towards the end of the list, even though it is a larger topic and an important topic, is going to be decor. So within decor, we have skins, as in castle skins, legion skins, pendants, all the rest of those types of things. And then we're going to have the actual decorations, as in the buildings that are around your town, that all give you different buffs. Okay. And then we're going to have other things like the compendium within here as well, where when you activate the things inside the compendium, so this one I've activated, so I'm getting a 0.60 Archer Siege Might percentage from this one, is another aspect to decor and the buffs that you get from decor. So all the various decor buffs too, whether it's a castle skin, a legion skin, a building within your castle, a compendium activation, whatever the case may be, all the decor buffs as well. Okay, so that's another permanent aspect, and a big permanent aspect. And you can see with I take decorations seriously. I take all the aspects of combat power seriously and try to give them all attention. So just very slowly, you can see all of the different attributes that I'm getting right now just from my decorations. All this is playing in to my combat power just off decorations. So anyways, it's a lot. You can see it's a lot. It's an important thing. After that, we've got Alliance Tech. So to look at that, all we're going to do is jump into menu. We're going to go into Alliance. We're going to go to Technology. We're going to go to Combat, and we can see our Alliance Combat Tech. Not the hugest of impacts, but certainly, again, mention-worthy and something that collectively you need to work on together as an alliance. So you can see increased archer resistance here, plus 5%. All of these different skills in the Alliance Combat Tech are going to have some bearing on your combat attributes as well. So we've got Alliance Technology there. And then if we go into our info and we look at our character right here down at the bottom, we can see our Lord equipment. So you can see my ominous axe right here. I'm getting combat speed increase of 11 from that. Some other buffs as well: soldiers resistance and non-siege battles, that's tile wars, soldiers siege might, etc. I'm going to also be getting combat bonuses from these other pieces as well. So there's 4 of those. That's what we're doing with the forging and with the mining and with all of that, with the mines and those new buildings inside your town. So you're going to forge and hopefully get some gold level equipment and proceed up the levels in that until you can be doing more and more powerful equipment all the time. So not the biggest of components right now, but certainly one that I think is going to grow in importance down the line, and one that you want to be giving attention to along with all the rest. So those are all the permanent aspects to your combat power, at least the very main ones. And if I did forget anything, definitely please do let me know in the comments. And then beyond that, you have your temporary buffs. So things like the 2 combat buffs and the Emperor buff from appointments. In Eden, you get some buffs from the bounty missions. You can get some buffs from Royal Prestige. You got things in your backpack, in your bag, that are going to increase combat might, increase combat resistance. If you do well in cop, you're going to get a boost until, for that whole next cop month. So there's a lot of different things you can do and will happen that are temporary, where you're going to get buffs as well. But those are all the permanent ones right there. And then, of course, the combos that you use for your heroes obviously has a major effect too, but that's kind of a different subject and a subject all of its own and for another day. I just wanted to give an overview of all the aspects that affect your combat attributes, which essentially determine the outcome of each and every combat situation. So again, in no real particular order, you can't leave any of them in the dust. You've got hero with hero skin kind of as a subcategory to that. Tech with lofty tech specialization as a subcategory to that. Dragon with the subcategories of dragon skill, star talent, the baby dragon, and the dragon gems. You've got your DM gear and advancing your DM gear. You've got your hero equipment and advancing your hero equipment. You got your artifacts. You got your unit specialization. You got your lord equipment. You got your buildings. You got your class. You got your VIP shop. You got your Reign of Chaos specialization. You've got your troop type. You've got your alliance representation, you've got your decor, and then you've got your temporary buffs, and then all that combined with the hero combo is essentially what's going to determine the outcome. So that is essentially a broad and brief overview of what goes into combat power. So I hope that was helpful. Questions, do please let us know in the comments. Hope this helped you out. Hope you enjoyed it. Best of us from all of us at the GoodMoFos. Please do remember to like, subscribe, share the video on your Discord and your Viber. It's all extremely appreciated. And thank you for all the positive feedback, the show suggestions, all of it. It's really encouraging. We're having a lot of fun. We appreciate all of you very much, and we will see you on the next video. Cheers, fam. Be well.